No. That's okay. Welcome. I'm Salt Lake County Council Chair Laurie Stringham. Thank you all for coming today as we officially swear in and celebrate our 9 newly elected and re-elected Salt Lake County officials. In addition to being an exciting and special day for many, this event is bittersweet because for some it is their last official act as a county council member. Knowing how excited I was to swear in as a county council member 4 years ago, I'm going to move the process along. We're honored to welcome the MC of today's event, Doug Wright. Doug retired from KSL News Radio in 2023 after 45 years of broadcast journalism. Please help me provide Doug a warm welcome.
It is such a great pleasure to be here, and I am deeply honored to have been invited to participate in such a wonderful thing, something that brings us together as members of a community with those who have been our leaders, those who are now our leaders, and those who will be our leaders here in just a few moments. I'm hiding behind this beard, and I'm afraid it's thrown a few people. I think Sim's still trying to figure out who shook his hand and talked to him a little earlier. Amy just kind of walked by in a daze. I'm not quite sure. I'm auditioning for Eureka's Santa Claus next year, so I wanted to get a running start on it. You know, I look around, and this beautiful theater, goodness, when did this happen? I was talking with some of the folks in the county, and my goodness, apparently this was finished during COVID, and I'm embarrassed to admit that this is my first time in this beautiful, beautiful facility and theater. And what a wonderful, I was talking just a moment ago about this. You think of our tax dollars at work, and there's some things that are absolute necessities, but I think of something like this, beautiful, so well done, and it's a place that brings us together. It's a place where we can discuss our differences, but more importantly, we can discuss what we have in common. And the arts and gatherings like this do that in a way that is almost beyond calculation as far as value is concerned. As our county council chair, Stringham, mentioned, this can be a very bittersweet day for those who are running to the end of a term and an end to a very important chapter of their life. And for others, it's the beginning of a whole new chapter for them and for us. As a broadcaster for so many years, 55 years, started off as a rock and roll disc jockey at KRSP and KCPX, then went on to work for 45 years at KSL. And the details of what happens in our meetings, and it makes such an effect on our community. Public events help to inform the public and inspire us to engage and, of course, process things that we should know and cherish and defend as citizens. Today's ceremony reminds us of the deep values of public service. We're humbled by the many individuals who do step up. In those 45 years, particularly at KSL, I watched so many of our elected officials, and I watched what they accomplished. I watched the challenges that they faced. I watched the criticism that they faced. And I think far too often they don't get the appreciation and, of course, the accolades that they deserve. But this is part of doing that today. And we're going to begin our ceremony with the presentation of the colors provided by our Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. Also, the students from Magna Elementary School, the choir, will perform traditional songs, and the Pledge of Allegiance today will be led by members of the Salt Lake County Youth Government. Once the oaths and the offices of office are complete, we'll then close this meeting later and invite everyone to join us out in the lobby where there will be some light refreshments and a piano performance from Sam Gardner of the Mundy Project, a Zoo, Arts, and Parks recipient in the lobby. And thank you to the arts and cultural staff and the volunteers for hosting this event, and to Taylorsville City for their support and attendance. And without further ado, I would invite everyone to stand. If you are wearing a hat, to remove it. The honor guard for the presentation of the colors now.
All officers, present oath. Detail. Oh. Left. Present. Come.
I would invite everybody to stay standing. We'd like to thank the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office and Magna Elementary School choir. You were just absolutely terrific. Thank you so very much. We now invite the Salt Lake County Youth Government Council member, Violet Badger, to join us, and she will lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Pose. Colors. Left. Peace. All officers. Order. On. Forward. Halt.
Boy, thank you to our honor guard. Thank you to Wild Violet. Thank you to our wonderful young singers. Thank you so very, very much. And now you may be seated. I'd like to mention that Wild Violet, congratulations to her on recently being recognized by the Salt Lake City Human Rights Commission with the 2024 Emerging Leader for Human Rights under 18 years of age. She got that award, and you are an inspiration to us. I think she's still back there. Thank you so much. We want to recognize the kindergarten teacher, who is Heidi Culford, and fourth grade teacher Emily Schultz. In addition to teaching the basics, they give their time and their talent as music teachers at Magna Elementary School, and we're grateful to our educators. I come from a family of educators. My wife, my mother-in-law, my mother, a beloved uncle, and I know what our educators do. And we are so grateful for them, their efforts daily and their extra efforts. And thank you so much to Magna Elementary School, who made today's performance possible. School is not in session, by the way, today. So all of these dedicated public servants, these great children, have made time to be here, and we want to thank them, and let's acknowledge that one more time. Thank you so much for your performance. And we so appreciate you being here today. And they are going to sing 3 songs for us in celebration of today's very important ceremony for Salt Lake County. The first will be God Bless America, then Woody Guthrie's famous song, This Land Is Your Land, and to honor our state, Utah, This Is the Place.
Love and storm clouds and
valleys filled with farms and orchards too. The spirit of its people shows in everything they do. Utah is the place where dreams come true. Utah, with its pioneer spirit, Utah, what a great legacy, blessed heaven above. It's the land that we love. This is the place. Utah, Utah, Utah. This is the place.
Weren't they terrific? Let's hear it again. Magna Elementary School. Our soloist, who gave us a rarely heard rendition of God Bless America, that introduction we don't often hear, and to their inspired teachers. We are so grateful that they are here with us today. This is where we now begin the oath of office ceremony, which will be administered by our Salt Lake County Clerk, Lanny Chapman. And we'll start by swearing in the county council members, followed by the swearing in of other key county officials. The last elected official to be sworn in will be that of our Salt Lake County Mayor, Jenny Wilson. So, Natalie Pinckney, we invite you to come forward at this point.
Ready? Okay. Natalie, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear my full name is Natalie Pinckney.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
And discharge the duties of my office.
and discharge the duties of my office
As County Council at Large C.
as County Council at Large C
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll grab it all if you want to take pictures.
Wow, thank you so much, and thank you everyone for coming here. This time last year, I was headed to the county office to swear in, and now I'm doing the oath of office. I want to thank so many people who have helped me get here and who have believed in me from the first day that I decided to make the crazy decision to run for county council at large. I first and foremost want to thank my husband. You have been everything to me. I would not be here without your support, without your love. You're my best friend, my chief of staff, and I'm so grateful to have you. To my father, my hero, my role model, thank you for raising me to have the audacity to stand here on this stage. To my parents-in-law who are in the audience somewhere, thank you for inviting me into your home 10 years ago and showing me what it meant to be a Utahn, showing me the values of Utah and making this place my home. Thank you to the Pink team. Some of you are here today for dedicating, shout yourself out, Pink team. You put in some hard work, and it was a hard year of blood, sweat, tears, some burns. We're okay. But what a victory. And those 12 days that we had to wait to declare, we became even closer to understand what we were bringing in. Thank you to the volunteers and to everyone who chipped in. And regardless of where you were on the campaign trail, thank you for participating, because we are in a democracy, And the great thing about that is that everyone gets a seat at the table. This year, I'm committed to listening and to learning, to understanding what the county can do to help families and to bring in a bold future. To the staff of Salt Lake County, I'm excited to partner, to understand the departments and the divisions so that I can better represent Salt Lake County. To the council, the mayor, and other electeds, I'm excited to work along you, to listen and to learn, and to also work together to make sure that we represent all residents. And to the residents of Salt Lake County, I want to shout out a couple of people first. Bonnie, you held my hand in the senior center and you cried to me to tell me about how your son left our jail in 900 West to walk to your home at Mill Creek on a day like today, where there was snow and he had no jacket. And when he came to your house, the only thing you could do was to give him a jacket and a plate of food, because legally there was no way you could let him in your house. And you knew that meant that he was going to sleep on our streets. Thank you, Bonnie, for sharing that and crying with me that day. I will never forget your story, and I will work for you. To Jeff, wheelchair user of our city, thank you for sharing your frustrations and talking about how our sidewalks don't make you feel like you belong here, and showing me what it means to have a lens and a seat that maybe I don't experience every single day. But just because a few experience it doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean as leaders we don't listen. To the Plant family and many families who want the best for their children, the American dream to one day grow up, move out, and buy a house, I hear you. I'm frustrated as well. And to anyone who feels like they have been ignored, they have been forgotten, they have been tossed away, that the last 20 years this seat has been here, that maybe you didn't feel there was someone to represent you, someone that looked like you, or someone that was maybe a little different with a different perspective. As bold as I am, and that's why I wear pink, yes, it's in my last name, but it's representative of a bold future, and it's representative of the bold action that I'm committed to make for you. I'm committed to be your voice, to be your ears. I'm not afraid to stand up and to speak up for what is right, to make sure that our government has transparency and accountability, and to make sure no matter where you live, the color of your skin, what you believe, that you will have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thank you so much.
Thank you and congratulations to our at-large council member, Natalie Pinckney. I didn't get the memo on pink. I heard a lot about pink there. Carlos Moreno, please approach the microphone.
Ready? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Carlos Alejandro Moreno Dominguez.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
in discharge of the duties of my office
as County Council District 2
as a County Council District 2
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Carlos, congratulations.
Thank you. The first thing I would like to say, I would like to thank my Heavenly Father for this opportunity. I experienced during my campaign trail and my time in the United States so many miracles. If I talk about those miracles here, some of you don't gonna believe me, or many of you gonna be excited to hear about those. That's why the slogan of my campaign was, "America is not a dream, America is a miracle." Coming from Venezuela, becoming political asylee, went through all the immigration process to become proud US citizen and be part of this amazing and beautiful country. And so I'm deeply honored and humbled to take this responsibility as a Salt Lake County Council, especially in the West Side. I would like to thank my family, especially my wife and my children, who they became expert campaigning, putting door hangers everywhere. My mother, who raised me in the best way that she could, in the middle of many crazy country. And also, I would like to thank my father. That's the man that you saw in the portrait, in the picture. After my Lord Jesus Christ, my dad was the best example for me. His compassion and his love for everybody was incredible. And he had a superpower, his superpower for forgiveness. That's why he passed exactly 2 years ago, and I would love to give him a hug today. But thank you for this great opportunity, especially for the people in the West Side. It's a lot of responsibility that I'm taking with this position, especially in the West Side, with so many different communities, people, everybody, from Harriman to Magna. It's incredible how many people, incredible people we have working in this part of the Salt Lake County. They are very, during the campaign, I had the opportunity to listen to their stories about what happened right now in those areas. But the most incredible part is how they love the West Side. For me, like I said, it's a great opportunity to serve the Salt Lake County in Salt Lake County Council, but especially in the West Side. The West Side is growing fast. The West Side is, we need in the West Side more leadership who take care about our citizens. In the West Side, the people don't like government. They say the government is the problem. But I'm totally agree with that. I think that I'm here to serve everybody. Of course, I came from a country where it's super divided in many ways, socialism, communism, and this kind of political crazy ideologies destroy my country and destroy our families. But here in America, we have something special. I remember when I was 19 years old, and I was waiting for my calling to go to the mission. I was working in a hospital, and I remember that was in 2001 when the Twin Towers get this terrorist attack. The whole hospital, we was watching the news, and the whole hospital was silent for minutes. We was silent and crying for, I want to say, like 5 minutes. People can't believe that. Imagine I was in Venezuela in the moment. But something later, after that attack happens, you know what surprised the world? The capacity of America to work together, to stand up and overcome the crisis with love, with dignity, and with a lot of work. And that's the American dream. And I'm glad to be part of this beautiful country. And I want to finish telling you in English, America is not a dream, America is a miracle. But at the same time, I would like to see a little bit something in Spanish to be respectful with my other colleagues. Estimados amigos que me escuchan en español, comunidad latina, especial en el condado de Salt Lake. Este es el momento de participar políticamente. Tenemos familias hermosas, tenemos negocios prósperos, pero este es el momento de participar políticamente y ser más activos en lo que está pasando en nuestras comunidades. Hoy en día, más que nunca, este país necesita su ayuda y le pido a los latinos que se encuentran en el condado de Salt Lake que se unan al debate político y que participen en las elecciones más a menudo. Créanme que nuestras familias lo necesitan y lo necesitarán en el futuro. God bless America.
Thank you, and congratulations to District 2 Councilman Carlos Moreno. It's a pleasure now to invite Ross Romero. I've known him in various capacities serving in our state. And Ross, if you would please approach the microphone.
Ready? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is...
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Ross Isaac Romero.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as County Council District 4
as County Council District 4
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Ross.
So I didn't know what was on this because we only see the back of it. Very nice. Thank you very much. Well, thank you all for being here today. It is certainly appreciated. I also want to call out a few folks, so please indulge me with my appreciations. First to my wife, Cecilia, to my son, Marcus, my daughter, Marcella. I appreciate the patience and love they showed me when I served in the Utah legislature, and I want to thank them in advance for the support and patience they'll provide as I serve at the county. I want to thank Sandra Barron, my mother-in-law, and my sister, Marie Saunders, my niece, Ava, who's also here, particularly my mother-in-law and my sister who helped pitch in with my sister's friends, Carly Beck, frequently at fundraisers and parades. Big help along the way. I also want to recognize my mother, Anita Bruce, and my stepdad, Tim Bruce, who are big supporters and inspirations. My mother was a public school teacher in the Salt Lake City area for over 30 years, and I know the hard work of teachers and appreciate her leadership. I also have family in Colorado not here today I want to be sure to recognize. Thanks also to my campaign team. I had many advisors and supporters, including Leslie Rieberg, Bo Jensen, Priscilla Martinez, Brock Epperson, Cal Noyce, the landslide political team of Katie Tilton, Stanley Alvey, Alejandro Puey, as well as the state and the county Democratic Party that put their support behind me in helping me have this opportunity. Thanks also to the elected officials and community leaders that endorsed my campaign and lent their name and efforts as hosts for fundraisers. Also to the many supporters, donors, and volunteers that are here today, and thank you for being here again, but also just in the community, making sure that you were part of this community conversation, and I appreciate that. I also want to take a moment to appreciate the candidates that ran this cycle and that did not win, including my opponents. It's hard work, and even when you don't prevail, your efforts and willingness to serve are appreciated, and so thank you to them. Finally, let me leave you with a couple requests. Please share your views about why you care about issues and engage in policy efforts, certainly with elected officials, but also with community members. Government works best when government is reflective of and responsive to the public, so please encourage others to get involved. We can all lend our voice in that way. Also, I want to challenge you to think about what you can do to make our community just a little better. I usually call and ask for support for our Utah nonprofit, Latinos in Action, and yes, I will keep calling you about support for Latinos in Action. But today, I want you to think about looking at and supporting another community resource, One Kind Act a Day. The One Kind Act a Day campaign asks us to think about doing something each day to help others through intentional or random acts of kindness, or even to take time and space to help ourselves through positive self-talk or self-care. I would ask you to consider reviewing the powerofkind.org website to see how you can make a difference. Thank you again for your support, and please call on me if I can be a resource at the County Council. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ross Romero, Council Member for District 4 now. And it's a pleasure for me to invite Council Member Dee Theodore. Please approach the microphone.
Ready? Yes. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Dee Theodore.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as County Council District 6
as County Council District 6
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Dee.
Here, I'll grab them. I'll take them back. Thanks so much. All right, thank you for being here today. I'm Dee Theodore. I represent District 6, which is Sandy, Draper, Cottonwood Heights, Midvale, Cottonwood Canyons, and that's where I live, and I love it. It's a great place to be. I just want to point out that this is a little different from 4 years ago. I mean, this is re-election for me. Lots different. This is very fancy, actually. And last time we were in COVID. It was virtual, and we could only have our family members in attendance. And so, and I do want to thank my family for their support and love during this process. My children, who have grown up in politics pretty much their whole life and have endured it, and that, let me do these crazy things, like running campaigns, and while they stay home. And so it's great to be here today, and so thank you. So I want to say, when I was elected to the county council the first round, it wasn't quite what I expected. I didn't know that the county actually does so much. There's so much that we do that I didn't know about, and even still, I'm learning what we do. So from going on ride-alongs and just getting into certain departments, I've learned so much, and I appreciate our employees and all the effort that everyone puts into this county. I really feel that there's a true love for the county by our employees and by our council members as well. So they truly care about the community, which helps to make our county so great. I think back also while raising my own children who are here, and all the programs and resources that enrich their lives, like going to the library. They would do events like Read with a Dog, they would have Lego days at the library, running through Dimpledale Park. So the county has been a meaningful part of our lives, and sometimes you just don't even realize it. So, but the county government does have an impact on everyone, really. So as we move forward, Salt Lake County has a lot of things going on. This includes moving to a new building, changes for downtown, our jail, canyons, transportation, homelessness, housing, and the list goes on. And one more thing, a new search and rescue building, which I've been working on and determined to get done. We must support our heroes in the community and give them the proper building that they deserve. We've done a lot of good things in Salt Lake County over the past 4 years, but in order for any of this to happen, we have learned it takes effective communication, collaboration, and a willingness to compromise. I am proud of what we have done and accomplished over the past 4 years in Salt Lake County, and we have done a lot. What I've also learned is that we have a very vibrant and diverse county, and it's really on full display today as we welcome our new council members. Everyone brings their unique qualities, and I love that about this county. So I welcome these new members, and I look forward to serving with them. So I remain committed to the next 4 years providing the best services for Salt Lake County, and while watching your taxpayer dollars. So thank you for being here today. It means so much. Thank you.
Thank you, B. Theodore, who is representing the Council District 6. Would invite now Recorder Rochelle Hobbs to please come forward to the microphone.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Rochelle Hobbs.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
And discharge the duties of my office.
and discharge the duties of my office
As County Recorder.
as County Recorder
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Rochelle.
Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here with you this morning. I'd like to express my deep gratitude to Salt Lake County voters for giving me this opportunity. I truly love what I do. I am so grateful to my family, my parents, my awesome team, and for those who have been supportive throughout my career. Thank you so much, and I want you all to know that I appreciate the opportunity to serve Salt Lake County, and I appreciate you all being here today. Thank you.
And a thank you, congratulations, and a welcome back to our recorder, Rochelle Hobbs. Assessor Chris Stravos, would you please approach the microphone?
Ready? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Chris Stavros.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
And discharge the duties of my office.
and discharge the duties of my office
As County Assessor.
as County Assessor
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Chris.
I would like to start off by saying something that I'm not sure that I will ever be able to say enough, and that is thank you. Thank you to my wonderful wife, Annette, to my entire family, to all of my friends, and to all the wonderful people who have reached out to me and my campaign for Salt Lake County Assessor. I want all of you to know that I am truly grateful and humbled by your support and your vote. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to all the people who have helped me make today a reality. As long as I am the assessor, I will always remember who we work for, the citizens of Salt Lake County. I have an expectation that our office will always be customer-focused as well as open and transparent. In addition, I will make sure that our staff will always be helpful to every Salt Lake County resident who needs our assistance. It is a privilege to serve, and we can never forget that service to our constituents and to our community is always the top priority. As a public servant, I passionately believe that the citizens of Salt Lake County deserve the highest level of service and nothing less. Serving as the Salt Lake County Assessor has been a tremendous honor, a privilege, and a role that I have dedicated myself to with the goal of making tangible and positive change. Together with my incredible team, we have propelled the Assessor's Office to the forefront of national standards in mass appraisal practices. Our pioneering approach has established cutting-edge valuation methodologies for every property type, including residential, commercial, and vacant land. We have also set new benchmarks for accuracy and efficiency with regard to our assessments. In fact, we are the only county in the state and one of the few in the nation that values commercial properties utilizing regression models. These advanced valuation techniques result in more accurate, uniform, equitable, and fair assessments for taxpayers. This not only showcases our office's dedication to staying ahead of the curve in our field, but it also emphasizes our strong commitment to fiscal responsibility and respect for taxpayer dollars. Our efforts have also dramatically reduced property tax appeals, bringing them to historically low levels. The current low-level appeal rate is a testament to our accuracy and efficiency, outperforming many jurisdictions across the nation. It's my firm and strong belief that no taxpayer should ever pay the wrong amount of taxes or not pay their fair share due to a valuation error. And my team and I work tirelessly to ensure this fairness. It is very important for all of you to understand that these county-wide offices of assessor, mayor, surveyor, treasurer, auditor, recorder, and county council are so critical because they impact your lives on a daily basis. Looking ahead, I am very excited about the opportunity to continue our work together, further enhancing our office's capabilities and services for the benefit of the community. Your support enables us to maintain our leadership position and drive forward with innovative and cost-effective solutions that benefit all taxpayers. I want to wrap up by again saying thank you to everyone who supported my campaign for Salt Lake County Assessor and helped make today a reality. Also, thank you to the citizens of Salt Lake County for entrusting me with this office. I pledge to you today that I will work tirelessly on your behalf each and every day that I am your assessor. It is truly an honor of a lifetime. Now let's get to work and better serve the wonderful citizens of Salt Lake County. Thank you.
Chris Stavros, thank you so much and welcome back as our county assessor. Bradley Park, if you would please approach the microphone now.
Ready? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Bradley Park.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as County Surveyor
as County Surveyor
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Brad.
Well, there's already another street in the city named after my wife, and I'm going to go ahead and start by thanking her. Without my wife, I wouldn't be here today. She's my biggest supporter. She ran my campaign. She helps to raise our wonderful family, and I love her very much. So surveying is a profession that runs deep in the history of the United States of America. In fact, 3 of the 4 presidents out on Mount Rushmore are surveyors. Not only are they surveyors, but they're county surveyors. While this may seem like a small office that not a lot of people think about, our country was in pretty good shape when the surveyors were in charge. Nearly 4 years ago, I made a decision to leave a job that I loved, working for a company that had tabbed me for future advancement. When I joined Reed Demon's team as his chief deputy, I found that the thing that I loved most about my profession was helping people. Working for an energy company, I was able to bring fuel to people's homes. Working for the county, I'm able to help people in a much more official capacity. I have a deep passion for public service, and I'm committed to continuing that work as your county surveyor. My favorite time about working for the county surveyor is helping the residents that come through our door. I got a call about a month ago for somebody that needed some help, and before he hung up with me, he said, "Bradley, man, you sure were a lot of help today. I wish all government offices functioned the way you guys do." And that just melted my heart, and that's something that I want to continue doing for the residents here in Salt Lake County. I want to thank my kids for being out on the campaign trail with me, knocking doors, being right by my side. All of my family, my parents, my friends, my many volunteers, all the people that endorse me. I want to thank Reed Demon, our outgoing county surveyor, for his mentorship and trust in me to take this office that he cares so much about. I'm excited for what the future holds for this office. I'm excited for the many years of keeping the line straight here in Salt Lake County and protecting the public's property boundaries. Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to Bradley Park, our new surveyor. Sheila Srivastava, if you would come forward to the microphone.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Sheila Telford Srivastava.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as County Treasurer
as County Treasurer
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Sheila. You did it.
It is with great humility and gratitude that I stand up here today to take on this position. I remember a couple of years ago when my husband and I were volunteering for Lynette Wendell, who was running for House District in Taylorsville. As summer ended and fall kicked into high gear, I watched her dedicate every waking moment to her campaign, and I remember saying, there is no way I will ever run for office. I could see it was so hard and life-consuming, but it was the opportunity to serve 1.2 million people while making use of my 3 decades of experience that pushed me to change my mind and follow suit. And here we are. Running for office was hard for sure, but it was worth it. I learned a lot, I became a stronger person, and I pushed myself right outside of my comfort zone, and I survived. Lynette was a dear friend who was always ready to take a call and listen when I needed someone to talk to, but she wasn't the only one. So many people and organizations contributed to my win. I am grateful for every single one of you who listened, endorsed, donated, phone banked, knocked doors, marched in parades, wrote postcards, hosted events, wore t-shirts, hosted yard signs, volunteered from coast to coast, and encouraged me until the very end. I couldn't have done it without you. I have a few special shout outs. Lisa, Kimball, and Ben Peck, my campaign team, my campaign manager and comms director, thank you for saying yes and staying with me all the way to the end. Your sound advice kept me on track and focused. Mr. Peterson, my 5th grade teacher, who is here today, he introduced me to the concept of higher education, and I would have never gone to college and become the first person in my family to graduate, let alone an elected official without him. Wayne Cushing, our retiring treasurer, thank you for bringing me in and facilitating a seamless transition. I am confident walking into a well-functioning office with brilliant staff, and I promise to continue to serve in a way that honors the legacy that you leave behind. The candidates. The odds don't always work in our favor, but win or lose, we all have done something extraordinary. And I want to celebrate you all, past, present, and future candidates. My newfound friends, I will cherish you for a lifetime. Zachary and Vanessa, my amazing children, who have been the joy of my life and make me want to be a better person. Your encouragement and daily phone calls reminded me that we can do hard things, and we must. My husband, David, you helped me at every step of the way. But most of all, beginning and ending my every day with you is what keeps me going. Thank you for being my everything volunteer and celebrating my every up and comforting my every down. I love you dearly. To be honest, I've always hated politics. But I was sitting in on a county council meeting recently, and I noticed one of our council members was very emotional and upset about the topic of discussion. And the common theme between both sides of the conversation was around what is best for Salt Lake County residents. While everyone had their own ideas about that, they respectfully listened to each other and came to a decision that everyone felt good about. It was less about politics and more about good governance. I left that meeting knowing I was in the right place. My fellow independent elected officials, it is an honor to stand up and serve alongside all of you, and I am grateful for your service and leadership. And to the voters of Salt Lake County, every vote matters, and I know it is one of our greatest gifts and duties. Thank you for having the confidence to elect me as your next Salt Lake County Treasurer. I am at your service, and I will keep that in mind with every decision in my day. Thank you.
Sheila Srivastava, thank you so very, very much. And our treasurer now. It's a real pleasure to invite our mayor, Jenny Wilson, to please approach the microphone.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Jennifer Wilson.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
And the Constitution of the State of Utah and County.
And discharge the duties of my office.
And discharge the duties of my office.
As County Mayor.
As County Mayor.
With fidelity.
With fidelity.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Hopefully it's still valid. Well, thank you, and thank you for being here. What an exciting day, and I look at our new members, and some I've served with for some time, and what an honor it is to be with you and the audience that I cannot see, but thank you so much for being here. I do have heartfelt thanks to so many that are with me today in spirit, some in person who were volunteering on my campaign, an amazing campaign manager, Ian Koski, Blair Alley, deputy campaign manager, a really spectacular team, and of course the volunteers and the people to help make it happen. Also my family. This isn't my first summit, and they have been with me along the way, and that is so important. Thank you, Doug, for being with us today. An extra little flair to what is already a very historic and fun day. And then those Magna kids, wow, they were great. So thank you to them. I think they rushed off because they are still out of school. They're probably doing something a little more fun, but I think about this stage and what we provide in this setting, and for children to come and experience this, for us to experience them is so special. It's very much what we do at Salt Lake County. So it's fitting that that sign said Wilson Summit, and I'll tell you this here today is not my first summit. And I'll tell you that I woke up and I looked up at the mountains, and they weren't there this morning because of luckily the moisture we're getting. We need it. The lake needs it. We need it. But I love our mountains, and of course, Mount Olympus is such a prominent mountain in our valley. And if any of you have climbed it, would you show? Let's clap because I can't see you. So I have summited a few times, and I'll tell you, the very first time I summited Mount Olympus, I went to REI and bought too many things. And then I packed my pack the night before, and I had everything planned. And the people with me, we left super early in the morning. And I had this nervous energy. And I didn't know, I could see how high it was, and I knew it would be a journey. But I probably hit the trail too fast. And then realized along the way I needed to pace myself and the people with me as well. There are twists and turns on that hike, but I did summit. And it reminds me of 20 years ago when I first joined Salt Lake County. And we have some new members today. And again, that nervousness and that energy and that desire to make it. And for me, some missteps, but ultimately, indeed, I did summit. So now I'm here I am after a few summits under my belt. And I was out hiking Mount Olympus last year, and I was probably a little bit slower, a little bit wiser. My knees hurt a little more. But I knew the trail. I sort of knew where to rest and knew where those opportunities were to reflect. And I think about the journey at Salt Lake County and how different it is to hit a hiking trail a few times. Mount Olympus's trail, my time at Salt Lake County. There have been a lot of people with me on that trail to make it more interesting and enjoyable. And I look and I see the amazing people that I have a chance to serve with going into 2025. And I really want us to be on that trail together because it's a lot more fun to be together and it's safer. I think about the idea of a trail converging at points like we do at times. Sometimes it's that divergence can be through a party divide. And when that happens, it isn't always a party divide. We just may not agree on everything. See that divide, one group goes this way and one goes another. And I'm telling you, you should stick on the main trail. It's safer, it's not as rocky, let's not diverge. But imagine we diverge. We're gonna come together and reach that summit together. And that's what I think is so important about the work that we do at Salt Lake County. And those of you who have had the pleasure of being on top of any of our mountains in this area, especially Mount Olympus, you can look down and look at all of the treasures that we have in our valley. Our various cities, I see mayors here, thank you for being here, and council members and other elected leaders. We're in this together, and I look and I see how special our downtown is, our Salt Lake City, but our growing and thriving other areas. We're a diverse county. And then I think about reflecting on top of Mount Olympus, just the knowledge of the services that Salt Lake County provides. And the mountain itself provides that shadow and that relief to us during the day. And I feel, Salt Lake County is a little bit that way, providing services and relief. And I'll tell you, if we hike this trail together, when we get to the top, we can celebrate together. There are big things this year that we'll be working on. There are little things that matter that we may not think about a lot, but that matter to our constituents. So for me, this summit, it's an important one, and it's one I'm excited to be just, literally that first step on the trail for the next 4 years of our service together. On this trail, I'm gonna have some new friends to chat with along the way. I'm not gonna have, the direct support of the person who started me on both paths, my dad. And there are also people who were with me in my political life and in my mountaineering life on the trail at various stages. But my father and all of those people have made the journey more important and more meaningful, whether or not they're physically there one step after the other, and have inspired me to want to climb those summits to get again and again. So thank you. And on a positive note, 2025 is an exciting year. I know that. I'm thrilled to be working with each of you, and I look forward to celebrating on the summit, not just with each of you, but with our community as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you to our Mayor, Jenny Wilson. For somebody who was born in Salt Lake County, Holy Cross Hospital, for someone who has lived and had primary residence in Salt Lake County my entire life, for someone who has plied his dubious trade in Salt Lake County, I'd say we're in pretty good hands. Let's give a round of applause to the leadership of Salt Lake County. We want to share our gratitude for elected officials in general, whose terms ended in 2024, those who served us in the past. As a matter of fact, if we could bring the house lights up for just a moment, I think it would be a good thing to look into the audience that we have here in this beautiful theater and just see how many people are here with us who have served us in elected capacity in Salt Lake County. Could we have you stand? Apparently, I can't command the lights. I've tried to command about everything else in this state at one time or another, but I can't get the lights to come on. There we go. See? Huh? Anyone who has served in an elected capacity from Salt Lake County, in Salt Lake County, look at that. Well, it takes a village, doesn't it? It's been brought up by many who have spoken here today, just what it takes to run a county like Salt Lake. The capital city is here. You think of how many business entities and organizations are here. The state facilities are here. The growth, boy, 1.2 million, I heard somebody mention, people. It's a titanic job, and we're fortunate to have the past service and our current and future service. I want to thank those who invited me to do this. I truly appreciate it. I love Salt Lake County. I love Utah. I love this state, and I love what we represent. I love our diversity. Mayor Wilson and I were talking about that in whispers. The diversity of Salt Lake County is just amazing, and it's a benefit to us all.